Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Bitharne, and this is part 3 of our Civilization 6 Rome Let's Play. We're just doing a bit of exploring up here. We did a little bit of city planning. I bought this trader. So, traders are really good in your own cities early because you can use them to just flat out double or 50% increase on your food and production on your cities by trading on the new city while trading with your old cities. Depending on the size of the old city is how much you can get. The flaw is, especially with Rome, is your road's already built, so you're not going to get that. And often trading with others is better. Problem is that trading with these guys generally gives you not production. This guy does, so I actually might just go here because it's more gold. It's a little bit less food, but this place is not going to hurt for growth rate. It's mainly the extra production, which will be helpful. It'll shave another couple turns off of our slinger. This would be another really good one. For the road, so when we go to war with Madrid or Spain, which we will, we're gonna get a campus constructed here pretty soon. We're gonna get. I don't know if this helps get an envoy. I'm not sure what the other bonus is, but I'm liking this early faith thing. So I think I actually will go to La Venta because we'll do that, and then when we get this city built, we'll get a ton of faith out of it. And I need to get a builder here quickly and get these quarries down for faith from those. So I think I'm gonna dive into faith and get us a religion because that's just a huge opportunity that's just thrown in our face right now. So I want to take it. And what we can do is we can get currency research soon-ish. And get some economic hubs. We build those, and it'll give us obviously more traders. Same thing with when we get this city up here, even down here. I'm gonna probably build an economic hub here and a harbor out here because they work on each other. The harbor doesn't double your trade routes; it just functions as an economic hub. So if you build only a harbor, you get the extra trade route that you would get from an economic hub, and then when you build the economic hub next to I wish I could get those stone deposits too. Okay, here's another barbarian out here. Doesn't like he has any chance of coming and finding us. Alright, so we got this heavy chariot to protect us. He's going to be pretty beefy. He's only a couple points stronger than a warrior though, which is kind of silly. So over here is another great place for a city. So this little continent we're on is really good. It's got tons of resources for us. I want to get this campus built here. The problem is I need to buy tiles first, and I want to buy another slinger because I want the military. So I think I'm going to grab us another settler, I'm going to get the builder for the faith. It's only 5 turns, so I want to get these 2 quarries established, which will give us a little more production, as well as faith, so we can switch off of this stupid ass tile. It's not a very good one. And Kumai's almost done with his, which again we're going to grab 2 more cattle, which will increase its housing again, which we're still at minus 50%. We're going to be screwed on housing here for a while until we get our baths built, which I believe require construction, so it'll be a minute before we have access to them. But once we do, we'll be pretty well off. Again, we'll get that Amsterdam, because we are going to get that campus built over here. Not the quickest in the world, but it'll be one of our fairly early goals. This is obviously going to be barren up here with those obnoxious barbarians up there. Their boats are really annoying early on. This could be dangerous. I'm actually going to just fortify till healed for now. Because he's going to attack us and then the slinger's going to get close. When the slinger walks up to us, we'll just kill it. And we should be able to heal through them attacking us because we're in favorable defensive terrain. Good lord. And that's good, actually. 2 turns and we'll get a better government, which is awesome. I usually go for political philosophy almost immediately. Just because it's a huge boon to get one of those different government types, which allows you to put a lot more cards down on the table. And I usually get the Republic, so I have more economic cards. But it might be prudent to get one of the more military governments, since we're going to be going to war with Spain within the next dozen or 2 turns, probably. Maybe 3 dozen, but it will be fairly early. that we fight him, because it might be a while before we set up our economy. I just need to keep an eye on him, which I will use this chariot to do. So again, I'm going to keep this guy here because he'll try to attack me or not heal. They don't tend to heal very well, those barbarians. They're very slow about it. So he's got 3 cities established. What is that? He's got a theater. He's building a theater there. Is that I think a culture terrain? This is Spain. He wants open borders and he's going to pay me for it. So he's going to pay me 31 gold over 30 turns. I will definitely take that, since I don't really care if he wanders through my terrain. They're a little better about it than they used to be. About just sending, if you give them open borders, and you had, like, if you expanded your empire, like I was talking about in the last video, like here, and you had spots in the middle, they would walk through your thing and, like, found cities back there. Even though there's no way they could ever defend them, they still did it because they're stupid.
Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable,
right.
The art.
So we got a new government. Wonder production, not the greatest, because wonders are not the smartest thing to go for in the higher difficulties, because it's not that as hard to get them as it was in previous versions, but I don't see having time for a wonder, honestly. I did want to get Stonehenge, but I think I need to improve stone first, and I haven't done that. We might be able to get to it, but the capital +1 to all yields is huge, which is one of my favorites. And then all cities with a district receive +1 amenities. Amenities isn't really the problem. I actually think I'm going to go with autocracy, even though I just said that it's not the greatest. This one would be really good too for the combat, but we're not going to be in combat just yet. So I want to boost my capital, and then I kind of want to get Stonehenge. In 20 more turns, I get +1 wonder, bonus on wonder, +1% in 20 turns of autocracy. So if you hold it for a longer time, and then so there's no diplomatic ones, so you can. I usually take one of these even as a wild card. I'm not 100% sure if I want to this time, but we want to build our units faster, and I'm thinking we want them cheaper also. We're not really going to go for naval units yet, so I'm going to actually reduce our maintenance cost. And then we also have the ability to colonize faster, because I want to colonize really quick. So we're going to do that. We're going to do a really explosive growth phase here. And then after that, once we get a new civic, we'll just swap out the cards for other important things. I think what we're going to do, this would be good to get a little later. I kind of want, that rider would be nice, but I think I'm just going to go up here to the military ones. This will give us a free envoy. That's actually new, from a fairly newer addition to the game. But I think I'm going to grab military training, and then we'll go to naval tradition for the envoys. And then, because I want to get mercenaries, and then I kind of want to get merchant republic as our next government. It takes a little longer, I think, to get than monarchy, but it puts you a little farther in the tree. And the problem is if you go for monarchy first and then go for merchant republic, it takes you way longer to get merchant republic. So even though this takes, well, 29 turns to get, 21 turns to get, so it looks a little farther along, so it's actually not as far along as I thought. Let's see, so we don't really care much about an alliance. Farm improvements gain +1 food. That's I think that's newish too, I don't recall that. So we're just going to grab games and recreation for now. It's we might build the Colosseum just for thematic reasons, and it's always nice to have the extra amenities or whatever it gives. Alright, so he built a builder. We're going to use him for some cattle productions. We do need to change this before I forget. We're going to grab sailing, and then halfway through sailing we're going to bail on it and change. We need to farm to finish off the one we were doing, so I'm actually going to take him to the rice first, and we'll buy up that tile so he can build the rice farm and finish off our irrigation. But as for production, his production is shit here, but I think I might just build a settler. It's going to take 20 turns to build, but I wanted to do an explosive expansion here, and we also aren't penalized like in previous civs for building a whole bunch of places, so we actually just go quicker by building those. So as soon as that builder is done, I'm actually going to pop out yet another settler from him in Rome, and then here I'm actually going to keep my military going a little bit. I'll probably build maybe a spearman there next. just so I have a slightly more powerful military melee unit. And then I'm going to... I want to save my money so I can buy that rice tile to make sure that I... Ooh. Go get that. So that I can make sure I get my irrigation done, and that's obviously a good tile for you to mine to work. And once I have the extra money, that's all set up, I'm going to go ahead. So I'm making 19 a turn, which is really good. And yeah, we're going to be really good friends with him because I've got a commercial hub not too long from now. So that's basically free experience, I think. We should be able to just like one-shot him, especially since he's already hurt. So I'm worried that he's going to do, but their damage goes down as you hurt them, so he shouldn't be able to kill us next turn when he shoots us again. It would suck if he did. Maybe he will. Oh, wow! Wow, oh, that's... Are you kidding me? 1, 2... Oh, it depends. Yeah, those are all mountains. We won't get the bonus from here, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be 5 from a campus or... oh, it is right next... Oh, so Everest is going to be 3 tiles like that, it looks like. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 extra from Everest. So it's going to add 5 since Everest is a mountain. So that'll be 6 faith from that one. So we need 1, 2, 3. So we'll have to build the city maybe here, unfortunately. Or, more likely, actually, I'll build this city here, and then I'll build another city up here, which will take advantage of that tile. So this one will be built here with the holy site in that position, and another city will be built up there with the holy site in that position. So I'm going to get a ton of faith, partly thanks to Everest. Furthermore, thanks to, yeah, look at all these quarry locations that we got. So we're going pretty strong in this game, it looks like. And the fact that we're going to have this whole continent to ourselves, we just have to build a nice, powerful navy to protect our home continent. We won't have to worry about it. That'll give us a massive boost up in the mid-game. And it should be perfect in line with our unique unit to just wipe out Madrid. And he's got a good... Is that a gypsum quarried too? So once we take over Madrid, we'll be getting a ton of faith from that. That's 6 alone, and I can't actually see all of his terrain. What is this? I don't know why the screen came up, to be honest. I thought he wanted to trade, but that's not the proper screen for that. Alright, so I'll throw him here. I actually need a whole bunch of builders. It's really slowing me down. So I'm going to get another settler pumped out here. We're going to expand our tiles here. This is a lot more than I wanted to spend, but I kind of need to. We'll get our Eureka. One more turn into sailing, and then we'll switch out of sailing. I'm going to go ahead and just fortify him here. Oh shit, I did lose that warrior. That sucks. I have to build a replacement now. That's awful. All right, so I kind of want to build this, but I know it's a bad idea to do it. I'm thinking I'm going to build this water mill to boost our production, and then we'll start cranking out military units. Except we just lost a warrior, so let's get another. No, you know what? I'm going to build some warriors here because we can upgrade our warriors to legions. Our spearmen we cannot upgrade to legionnaires. So I'm going to get I'm going to get a bunch of warriors. Whoa, that's. Why do you keep doing that? Maybe I accidentally clicked on him when I was trying to drag the thing around. Oh wow, look, he's got 4 warriors on screen right now. So yeah, I need to get this military up. I have a warrior. I'm actually going to pull... I do want to pull this warrior down, but we're not quite friendly enough with Seoul yet.
Find time for recreation, or sooner or later to find time for illness.
What's new? +1 housing in all homes with at least 2 specialty districts. Not even remotely useful to us right now. We're building settlers. We need the production. We need the maintenance, and we're building units, so I want them cheaper. So we're not going to alter any of those. I would like to pull him down from up here, but we do have this up here, so he can send some stuff at us. So I don't want to. This is a really, really good spot right here. So basically, do I want? What is the yield on this guy again? And that'll give me, I think it'll give me an extra money. And that's culture, though. I actually like the culture on the tile, so I'm going to build this here. Yeah, we can change free this turn. That's what that does. We're actually going to get a ridiculous amount of culture going. 15. 9.9. Yeah, our culture is almost double what our... So we'll build this quarry, which will give us 5 faith if I work the tile. But they're not working the tile. Why would you... You guys are terrible. So we'll work that tile now, and then we'll go move him over here and build another quarry and work that tile. I do need to get that built too, so I might actually save... I was going to build another slinger, but builders are too expensive. I have to actually construct it properly. But we do have this guy here, which is... He's a little fast, but the terrain makes him a lot slower than he could be, which kind of sucks. Did he seriously build yet another city over here? Wow, he does have another city on the coast, doesn't he? Like right there. I'm gonna do mysticism, obviously, because we're going into faith a lot more powerfully than I thought we would. As you can see, he's amassing a lot of units, so we're gonna have some trigger Eureka for archery. Yeah, I still need to do that with my slinger. So what I'll probably actually do is once that warrior is built, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna kill some dudes with my slinger to unlock that Eureka, so we can get archers built. So we'll get an envoy here and some reputation, and then we'll get an envoy up here once we train an archer, whether from upgrades or not. So I'm going to kind of keep him here because he can retreat, and it'll be hard for him to be assaulted past these rivers because they can only cross the river on their turn and nothing else. So let's get him over here because I want that early faith. I want to get some crazy religions going. And we'll keep using... Okay. Once I get this city founded, though, I don't have to worry about the barbarians too much. I actually might just start pulling him south now anyhow, because the 4 turns... We'll leave him there for a minute. Madrid doesn't look like they're being aggressive, but I don't know for sure, so we'll see. Yes, he's got... Yeah, we'll probably burn that city and we'll keep Madrid, because that's a pretty poorly placed city, because it overlaps so much with Madrid. 1, 2, 3... I guess if you want to get that stuff. It's not the worst city ever. You can build your cities fairly close and it doesn't really hurt you. I like to think for the long game, though, so that by the end of it, each city is working every single tile in their radius. I know it's not the best way to look at it.
Life is distasteful to me, but life at sea is better. Mysticism is the mistake of an
I forgot to change that, didn't I?
Individual symbol for a universal one.
So there goes a little bit of our research wasted. We're gonna have to slow our expansion down a little bit. Actually, let's do that, because that one production isn't the biggest thing in the world. The 50% from our settlers, because I think I'm gonna pop a third settler out of him, and depending on what we're looking like, I might do yet another settler out of him when he's done, just to get our cities all kind of finished up. So I can't really build I do want the walls though for Ostia, so I might get this, but I'm gonna get archery half trained or half researched first, and we're going to grab the religions down here, right? Where was that? Mysticism links to theocracy with drama and poetry, so I'm actually going to grab that because I want to again keep pushing our faith game, since we got such like thrown in our lap. We obviously want... we obviously want that because it will get the extra envoy here, but once we get to 3, we'll get +2 on our holy sites, and we have at least 2 holy sites planned out. And I might even throw another one in here for Ostia at some point. And even Rome can pull off a holy site as well. So I'm trying to gauge his military strength a bit. He's got a ton of warriors. Oh, it's 3 builds? I thought it was only 2 builds. Interesting. And then China gets, what, 4? So I'll probably grab the dyes here for the extra gold. Oh, we're swimming in gold, so I'm going to actually do... I'm going to do the cattle for the production. So I think I could... Yeah, I have to build military units here, so I'm going to purchase... I can't because this guy's in here. It won't let you put them on the same tile, so I'm going to purchase another slinger. with our gold, because we have a lot of gold. And our upkeep is really low because we have that one policy to reduce our maintenance cost. It's also cheaper to build. I'm not sure. I think legions are not ancient era. So once we get the which we have to get, which one of these? I think it's actually this one. Is it, or is it feudalism? Yeah, we need to get feudalism to get cheaper legions construction, or faster legion construction. I guess it's the same idea. All right, so grab that. Will give us more faith. Make sure we're working the tile, since it wants to work this garbage tile that's objectively worse. I guess it works now. I guess it didn't actually register the tile quickly enough to actually update itself. That would be the reason why. All right, so then I have another use. I'm going to take them up to that horse there. And we're going to take these guys out to kill some barbarians, which will unlock our archery eureka, which is what we would like for one of our quests, which will allow us to build archers, which will test whether upgrading archers counts or not. If not, we'll just build an archer, and that'll be fine. We want a commercial hub. We want a great rider, which likely won't happen anytime soon, because we need to use a wild card or a diplomatic slot for it or something like that. Actually, I think it's only a wild card slot. Shit, don't kill him. What is this? 2 wonders were completed. Stonehenge, so yeah, I was thinking we might do Stonehenge, but obviously we are not building Stonehenge. We could get the Oracle, though. We have a decent chance of building it, and if we build it here, we can build... That's a really good tile, though, but... am I working it? I am working it. I'm wondering if it's worth 1 culture, 1 faith. Patronage of great people costs 25%. Districts of the city provide +2 great people faith. Must be built on a hill. I think we need. I think military is more important. Does Rome have access to a hill for the Oracle? Rome can't even build the Oracle if it wanted to. This city could, but I don't think I'm going to build that city next, because I need that iron. Actually, I don't know, because we might want to push the faith advantage as well, so this guy might be best here. And then I think I'll send this guy there. So if that's the idea, then I can wait and build the Oracle up here, which will be slow, but I can kind of rush it with a builder. So if I pop a builder out here and then a settler, that builder will be able to throw a bunch of production onto the city and perhaps chop down these trees, because they're not very good tiles for trees, and send the production straight there and work on the Oracle quickly. I could potentially do the same thing here, because this tile in the long run isn't actually worth that much. What I'm thinking I could do is take advantage of the... because I think wonders around some of these things will actually boost their production, at least the commercial. So I built the commercial one here. I could build, say, a holy site here, and the wonder and the holy site district will boost the commercial district's ability to create things. However, it would also be good to build a campus and a holy site here. Actually, this is probably a better spot, but that's deer. So yeah, there's a lot with... I love this new district system because it gives you a lot to think about. The main thing is this is going to take a long time to produce, and our amenities have taken a hit. Or is that housing? It's amenities. So how do we grab? Entertainment complex will give us amenities. Is there another way to get amenities here? Not really. Largely I think you need to... I need to like improve those dyes, so it might be better to build a builder. The problem is I think I want to get a bunch of military units built, so it'll be slightly more important. What I should do actually is get an encampment built, but that's really expensive time-wise. So I think I'm going to just grab another warrior for now, because we're up against how many bodies that Madrid has access to? Spain? I have like 6 warriors at least, and an archer or 2. So we really just need bodies on the field to block things at the moment, more than anything. So I'm going to get some more military units since they're really cheap. And then again, we can upgrade them straight to legions once we get iron working and iron mine down. Let's see if we can get a little more. Get a beat on his soldiers again. Yeah, they're all over here. We can see him with our trade route, so hopefully he doesn't do an early war and kill our trader. I'm hoping that trade route ends. And then we can... Does it actually tell you? I forget. Why did you open? Oh, we have another envoy to spend. I'm thinking Amsterdam will give us 4 more gold. We'll get that from a campus. We can actually... What is this? Production in every encampment district. So we don't have any encampments yet, so that's not really overly worth it. I'm thinking Amsterdam for the extra 4 gold. That's actually kind of impressive. And it'll be a while before we get the one. We don't have an... I thought we had an envoy. I thought that was envoy for some reason. Never mind. I don't know why some of these screens keep opening for no particular reason, it seems. I think we're getting up into the 20+ minute mark here on recording, so I think... I want to change this so I don't forget. I think I wasted a turn on it, unfortunately, but I think I'm going to get masonry because I want to get these ancient walls built on Ostia so that we have a pretty powerful bastion when we go to war with Madrid, because I'm almost certain he's going to declare war on us in the not too distant future. Is he actually at war with the city-state, I wonder? I didn't see him actually fight it, but it looks like he's surrounding it. So I'm thinking I'm just going to put this guy in here, and he's going to kill all the dudes here, and it's going to annoy the crap out of me. So I think, okay, so we were going to put this guy, I think, right here. Because 1, 2, because that gives us that down there, 1, 2, 3, and then we have that. So I'm going to put him here because we can build a harbor out here as needed to make it a coastal city. I think I was going to grab a builder so that I can quickly chop trees, and we'll see if we can't get an oracle built out here, which would be pretty advantageous. I think it was pretty far along before we actually got the oracle. So I think, do I want to end my research on drama and poetry? I kind of do, but I don't know if it'll let me switch. Yeah, it used to let you switch, at least in other games, in between turns. Yeah, so I wasted a turn researching that. So I do, if I clear a barbarian outpost, I'd have... Oh, I already did, so that's already filled in for me. I'm not in a huge hurry to get that one card, because I'm gonna, like I said, we're already gonna have... God, this is the one thing I hate about the one unit per tile rule. The AI often blocks you, but it makes a much more interesting tactical game, and allows you to defend against a much more powerful opponent. It looks like he actually might be shuffling some people forward to cause me problems. So this is still 11 turns? What the fuck's going on? I gotta tell him what to do all the time. So our production here is pretty lousy. Can you do... No, I don't think it actually takes into account your, how far along you are to cheapen a unit. But I'm going to cut it here, and we will continue in the next one. Thanks again for watching, guys.